somebody from Wisdom? You're good. Okay, all right.
Judges, are we ready to go? Okay. All right, I'm going to count you in. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
My slides aren't working.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there it is. Okay, thanks. Can we
All
start
right.
over?
Yeah, I start you over. All right. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason from Blue Line Labs, and we are building an imaging system that uses artificial intelligence to automatically identify algae in water. But first, let's take a step back and think about the big picture. What are harmful algae blooms, and why should we even care if they're happening? Well, harmful algae blooms are when species of cyanobacteria and algae grow out of control in our water. These species can produce lethal toxins, which can cause damage to our liver and nervous system, and can even be fatal in large doses. Lake Erie alone provides clean drinking water to millions of Americans and Canadians. However, with harmful algae blooms, our drinking water is a severe risk. But it's not just our drinking water, it's also our recreational use of water and the fishing industry. And blooms aren't just an issue on Lake Erie, they're happening all around the world. And with climate change, these blooms are only expected to get worse. So, how do we know if we have a bloom, and more specifically, how do we know what types of algae are in our water? Well, the current method to identify and count algae is a very time-consuming and tedious process. First, the water sample has to be taken, and then preserved, and then shipped to a certified lab. And then a highly trained professional, a taxonomist, has to sit behind a microscope and by eye, manually count and identify all the different organisms. So this is extremely tedious. So this leaves us all thinking there has to be a better way. And at Blue Line Labs, we are creating an easy way to automatically identify and count algae in a water sample. We're doing this using a two-component approach, a hardware front end and an AI-driven back end. First, the hardware uses unique off-the-shelf or unique wavelengths of LEDs, the camera and off-the-shelf components to get data on site at a treatment plant. And then the AI backend takes this data and uses deep learning and computer vision models to automatically locate, identify, and count all the organisms in a given image. So now with this system, you can have an on-site monitoring device that can give results in a matter of minutes. We tested our equipment in the lab using 6 common different types of algae, and we were able to get 96% accuracy when differentiating between these 6 different types. And we published these results in the IEEE Access Journal. So the fact that we can do on-site monitoring in a matter of minutes composed to off-site in a number of days allows us to build up a database of algae activity over time. And now that we're given this database, we can now start doing predictive modeling, where we can take different environmental factors and this consistent data to predict that a bloom may or may not occur. And this allows water treatment plants and other organizations to be proactive as opposed to reactive. Just imagine being a water treatment plant operator and knowing days in advance that a bloom may occur, opposed to scrambling at the last minute when a bloom shows up. We plan on selling our technology as a hardware as a service, where we provide the hardware training and online analysis and prediction to the water treatment plant on an annual basis. And to support our business endeavors, we joined the Velocity Startup Incubator at the University of Waterloo, which provides free coaching, funding, and free workspace. We're currently talking with 2 water treatment plants in the Ontario region to see if we can set up pilots with them, and currently they're extremely interested with our technology. We're also in early talks with National Research Council of Canada that has an extensive algae collection. And we have the perfect team to execute on this. I'm working on this project full-time as my PhD at the University of Waterloo, and my 2 supervisors are on board. Chow is an expert in the water treatment plant process, and Alex is a leader in the AI industry. And we need this money to jumpstart our progress so that we can get this technology into our hands of our early adopters. So algae are leaving entire industries paralyzed, but with our technology, they can now have an on-site monitoring tool to automatically identify and count algae so that they can have an early warning sign that a bloom may occur resulting in clean water for us all. Thank you.
Just as far as I understood, the solution you are talking about is to detect the algae in the water, right? The lake.
So they would take a water sample and they would bring it into like their lab on site. And so this would be on the lake.
Yes.
The current form factor is a benchtop instrument that you could have in your treatment.
Yeah, I got that. So my question is, why are you doing experiment at the water treatment plants?
Because right now, the treatment plants that we're talking to who have algae issues are shipping their water samples away, and they have to wait, well, best case, 3 days, normally at least a week, to get the algae descriptions of what's in their water. So different algae produce different toxins, and some produce toxins and some don't. So they need to know which algae are present in order to do further testing.
In the source water.
Sorry, the source
In the
water.
source water.
Yeah, they test primarily the source and the treated water. Yeah.
Other questions?
So you're proposing to give them the information that they currently need this information, and you want to get it to them much faster, is what you're saying. So
Yeah.
they're not getting it at the 11th hour, they're actually able to make predictions so they know when to shut off the intake,
Correct.
you know, before it's too late.
And eventually customized treatment based off of different, the presence of different types of algae. So they're doing these tests regardless, they just have to wait to get the results back. So this allows on-site analysis, so they can have the results the same day. So the decision-making process is much faster.
What do you think the cost of this would be compared to what they're currently doing?
Yeah, that's a great question. We built this system for around, well, $4,000. Normally, when you have to send a sample away, it costs anywhere to $300 to $500. And if you do that multiple times a week, well, even once a week during the bloom season, they're spending $20,000 to $30,000. So when I asked different treatment plants how much they would be willing to pay for it, they said at least that amount. So they said like 20, I heard 20 up to 50,000. So it's essentially that's just a replacement cost. But if we could do predictive analysis, that's an added benefit as well.
So one more question then. So have you done any sort of projection? Obviously, you know, this is going to save them money long term, but not just the testing, the saving from the testing, but have you done any sort of projection as far as the financial savings for being able to be proactive as opposed to reactive? Have you looked at that at all?
Not extensively. Like I'm assuming that if once we can do predictive analysis, that adds a lot more value. So then it's more, we're not just replacing the current method, and even if we are, we can do it faster. So then the value proposition goes much higher. But I'm not sure the price point at which treatment plants would pay for that.
Thank you, Blue Line Labs. All right, I think that's our last presentation for the day. Anyone in the audience need to present that didn't yet? Good, that's a good sign. Okay, so now I'm going to take the judges to the deliberation room. We're going to take into account all the notes they've taken throughout your pitches, and we'll return to let you all know who is qualified for the semifinals round in 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long the deliberation lasts. Feel free to hang out in the space, make sure you can hear us. All you have to do. Hi. We could bring you back together just for a second. Thanks everyone for your patience and waiting, and thank you so much to all the teams for your hard work leading up to this day. All of your pitches were extremely high quality, very interesting technologies. Unfortunately, we're only able to move forward 5 teams to the semifinals today. Michelle is going to share those teams with you momentarily. A couple of notes. Again, if you aren't selected to move forward today and you're interested in pursuing your project further, please follow up with us at Clean Waterlines. Please follow up with Wayne State and Tech Town here in the area. We're really interested in supporting you moving forward. make adjustments to your pitch, add additional team members, and do a couple of other activities that we'll talk about afterwards. One thing that's special about the Detroit Windsor pitch is that there are actually small acceleration prizes for the top 3 semifinalists. So a few people here are going to be walking out with a couple extra dollars. If you are awarded a prize, please follow up with Paul Reiser at TechTown to figure out how you'll be receiving that. With that, I'll turn it over to Michelle, who will be sharing the results on behalf of the judging panel.
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to all of you for getting up here and giving us the pitch today. It's never an easy thing. So I guess I will go ahead and I'm going to go in reverse order here. So again, there are 5 teams that we are moving forward to the semifinal. In 5th place today is Team Coco. And 4th place goes to You Win team. 3rd place, who gets the $500 prize, goes to Team Nemo. And 2nd place, with a prize of $1,000, goes to Ultrasonic Buoy. And 1st place with a prize of $1,500 goes to Blue Lion Labs. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you. That concludes the quarterfinals and the event for today. Please feel free to grab any food that's left over on your way out. Happy to follow up with any of the teams individually. But thank you again for all of your time and work putting this together. Have a good weekend.
Not a lot of work now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. Oh, right. Thank you.
I will, thanks. You have my email, so thank you.
I did make my note.
I think that foundation